Hey guys, this is Gabriel and Noah of Robert's Bushcraft.
How you doing?
And we'd just like to tell you a little bit about the camping experience we had this past weekend. And I guess I'll let my brother go first to just talk about, well, first of all, how did you like your hang in your hammock?
It was fairly well. I was comfortable. It was about 28 degrees. I was using the MMSS sleeping bag with a sheet of Mylar at the bottom of it with another extra sleeping bag on top of that. The only downside of that, the Mylar, it slightly makes your sleeping bag a little wet, or, you know, on the bottom.
So it collects condensation?
Yeah.
There.
Okay. And, you know, had tarp over me, and basically had a good old time. We were going to go hunting, but we decided to stay around, do some bushcrafting. Made some swings, worked on the shelter. Pretty much mostly what went on.
Now, what kind of hammock were you using?
My hammock was a Grand Trunk Ultralight.
Okay. Do you like that hammock? Comfortable?
Fairly well. The only downside I'd say is it could be slightly bigger from the ones y'all use, which is
the Skeeter Reader Pros.
That's right. Yeah, it could be slightly bigger, you know, compared to those. I say that's the little brother compared to those. But besides everything else, I say it was a comfortable sleep. You know.
Okay.
Everything was beautiful sound. You know, everything was just perfect night, beautiful stars.
All right. Well, my camping experience was amazing. I just love going camping. Being out in the woods is one of my favorite things to do.
Oh, yeah.
I was using the Skeeter Reader Pro hammock with a sheet of Mylar at the very bottom, another cheaper sleeping bag on top of that, and my MMSS sleep system. And over top of that, I had a homemade ridgeline that we made up in the shop one night out of paracord, and over that a AquaQuest Defender tarp. And I think that's almost
Tell them about your torch.
like taking the rainfly off the ECWT and putting it right over your hammock. It's just awesome. Well, our torches, as he just mentioned, were fairly good, but there's definitely room for improvements on those. So any torch suggestions or whatever you might have, leave that in the description box, because we definitely need some help on those.
I would say a torch. You would usually use, of course, animal fat, which we did not have at the moment. We basically took a log, or fairly decent size.
Of fat wood.
Yeah, and chopped it in basically 4 directions.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we took
Four
a tiny little log, split it into fours, kind of making prongs.
Yeah, 4s make prongs.
And shoved pieces of fat wood in.
Pieces of fat wood.
And leaves.
A little bit of leaves. They burned fairly well for about a couple minutes, but like I said, I mean, I'd prefer using animal fat. I feel like that would, of course, burn a lot better, longer.
Oh yeah, and we had pork chop sandwiches.
Oh yeah, that was wonderful.
It was good.
Fire was great.
And over the past couple of weekends, we've been working on a big shelter, and it's coming along pretty good, I think.
Those coyotes were crazy. I feel like when I woke up, I think I woke up around, could have been maybe 4 o'clock in the morning. Usually my body naturally wakes up around that time, so I'm just, you know, wild guess. I feel like there was like 2 coyotes right by that field, right almost in that field, y'all's hammocks, right beside. They were close.
Yeah, I didn't wake up none, not to use the bathroom or anything like that during the night.
I was cozy. I was sweating fairly hard.
Yeah, but when I woke up in the morning, about 6 o'clock, I went back to sleep. I had to use the bathroom then, but I just went back to sleep. Woke up about 7:30. Dad was up. He got a fire going and everything. It's always nice to wake up to a fire.
Oh, yes, sir.
And
Drink coffee.
Yeah, drank some coffee.
Oatmeal in it.
Ate some bananas with that.
Yeah.
It was overall great camping.
Great experience.
Great, yeah.
Wonderful. Any chance you get to be able to go out to some land, do any kind of camping with family, I think it's an excellent thing, you know, just to get together, you know, have fun. I mean, I honestly don't see any better way to enjoy your family time. It's quality time.
Oh, yeah, I agree on that. Definitely.
That's definitely memories that stick with you.
Yep.
Forever.
Especially learning this kind of stuff at a younger age. It can come in handy, definitely. Learning some bushcraft skills.
Yes, definitely.
Thriving on your land, you know, not just surviving off of meat left on bones.
It's not just about hunting and fishing, people. You got to be able to build shelter. You got to know fire.
Yeah, definitely.
There's all sorts of things to it, but practice is key.
Definitely. Well, I guess that about wraps it up
for the most part.
Camping experience. Yep.
Yes, and wonderful Christmas Eve.
Let's see. Well, what kind of clothing did you have on?
I had Marpat Digi green, I think it was. Yeah, combat pants, the Marine combat pants, and had Under Armour Cody Brown long johns. I don't see why the color really matters, but and slept with wool socks.
Okay.
And an extra pair of Under Armour socks and Carhartt toboggan. I wrapped actually this coat up under my knees inside the sleeping bag. You know, it stayed extra warm. And I think the only thing else I had was, of course, you know, long sleeve tee and my Carhartt hoodie, the one I'm wearing up under this. But you know, I say I was in a decent amount of clothing. You know, I was warm. I was very warm. I was comfortable.
Well, I had, of course, boxers and a white T-shirt. Then long johns. You can find them at Walmart, anything like that. Just simple pair of long johns
to save your life.
Tops and bottoms. Thick hunting wool socks, and the woodland camo Marine Corps pants. The little outdated, but
1994.
I didn't have my boots on. I don't think it's ever a good idea to get your sleeping bag boots on. But
anytime you get in your hammock, always take your knives off. Anything, you know, sharp.
Yep.
Boots, of course. You know. Besides, anyway, sleeping with that stuff is just very uncomfortable, as I'm sure from experience, people should know.
Well, let's see. I had this coat wrapped up under my knees to keep them from bending all down and stuff.
Yeah.
That definitely hurts the knees because the hammock naturally curves unless you tie it super tight. But still, it's going to be a gap in between the hammock and your knees, and it's going to make them bend down.
I'm ready to do a video on that shelter and get them actual beds made.
Yeah.
Get them beds made. I think we can do all sorts of things to improve the actual comfort and, you know, the actual cushion.
Yeah. And then I just had an adventure shirt and a Poly Pro.
Yeah.
I didn't wear a toboggan because I always get hot in the head and it feels weird. But, yeah, I guess that about wraps it up. What do you think?
Yeah, I see.
All right, guys, this is Gabriel Roberts from Roberts Bushcraft.
This is Noah Roberts from Devil Dog Bushcraft. Go check me out with Roberts Bushcraft. And
hope you have a Merry Christmas.
Hope you have a Merry Christmas. And God bless you. We love you all.
See you in the next video. God bless.